Welcome to Waverley Basketball Stadium for this round 5 matchup between the Waverley Falcons and the Geelong Supercats. My name is Liam Ellison, and tonight I'm joined by my co-host, Clark Koo. How are you?
Pretty good, Liam. Thank you for having me here.
Good to have you, Clark. Well, we've got a big game in store today. The Waverley Falcons 1-4 at the moment. They've had a pretty tough start to the season. I mean, lost 4 games by a total of 12 points, so it really could have gone either way. But meanwhile, the Geelong Supercats sitting in 3rd position with a 5-1 record, and plenty of stars in the building today. I mean, we've got opals, we've got it all. We've got a WNBA draft pick. It's going to be exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, looking forward to this game. It's going to be a tough matchup for the Falcons for sure.
Absolutely, and I think we should start off as well by talking about last night, the Frankston Blues. Steph Reid, I mean, a league record, 50 points, 10 assists and 7 steals for Reid in a blowout 114-67 win over Launceston. And that is a phenomenal performance from Stephanie Reid.
Just incredible performance from Reid.
And we saw, obviously, last week, the Launceston Tornadoes travelled here to play the Falcons, prevailed by 4 points in that one, but for them to lose by nearly 60 against Frankston, that is a huge result.
Yeah, indeed it is. And just how phenomenal Stephanie was playing in that game was just one of the best performances I've ever seen, not just in the NBL 1, but the whole women's league around the world for sure.
So Frankston, the only team to beat the Supercats so far this season, prevailed by 1 point earlier then. I mean, Geelong have been dominant so far. We saw them against the COE last week, prevailed by nearly 50 in that one. So it will be interesting to see how we go here. Ezzy McNagor to take the tip against Carly Meevick from the Falcons. Just about set to get underway here as Ezzy McNagor wins the tip. Alex Duck straight away. Open path to the rim, but can't get it to go on that occasion. Can McNagor, and Kelly Bowen a bit slow to get up there.
It's pretty good defensive spend by Bowen. Didn't commit to the foul, and great defensive play to stop the easy.
Samantha Donald now, front of the offense, coming around the Bowen screen. Cunningham's over there on the wing with Bygate, and McNagor comes up with a steal, but can't keep it in. So it'll be Waverley ball.
It's got to be a good matchup to watch for Carly and Ezzy McBagger.
Absolutely. I mean, Meevick played really well last week. Hit 3 threes in quick succession in the first as Cunningham lets it fly, but that one's a bit off. But she slowed down a bit from there, Meevick, but still finished with a really nice line.
Ah, careless pass.
So a couple of turnovers for both teams to start this one. Meevick averaging 18 points per game this season. Leading scorer for the Waverley Falcons. And Bygate's hit the floor there, but Akuzo's just gestured her to get up. Doesn't reckon there was much in it, clearly. Donald to Cunningham, she thought about it. Goes to Meevick, contested. There's been a foul call. It's out of bounds, sorry.
Yep. So both teams started with some turnovers to start the game off.
Carly Meevick doesn't need much space to shoot the 3. Was not afraid last week to pull up in the defender's face. Of course, her size and length makes it possible to do that. As Duck on the wing finds McNagor cutting in. Lovely cut to the rim. Cunningham slows her up. Blitzarves lets it fly, and it's good. Opening 3-pointer of the game to Sarah Blitzarves.
It's a confident shot from Blitzarves. Didn't hesitate at all.
16.1 points per game so far this season for Blitzarves, shooting the 3 ball at a 33% clip so far this NBL 1 season. As Kelly Bowen just misses the open layup, she'll be disappointed with that one.
That's a tough miss.
And Duck from the mid-range, wide open. Another tough miss for the Supercats. So Blitzarves defending Meevick here. Probably the most dangerous player offensively for this Falcons team is Bygate on the low post. She's doubled. Donald's open from the corner. Just rims out. Nakuzo takes care of business on the defensive glass.
Both teams clearing their defensive rebound pretty well so far this game.
Of course, we saw Akuzo try to dunk the ball against the COE last week.
Yeah.
We could just about pay it. It kind of bounced off the backboard and rolled in, but I tell you what, today could be the day, Clark, as Ezzy McNagor comes up with a steal. Blitzarves has got 2 near her. It doesn't matter. And she misses the lane, unfortunately. Duck gets a hand in, but it'll be Waverley ball.
Waverley does wonder right there. Got to be careful with the ball.
Bit of a missed attempt there from Blitzarves. Had the double team, but probably should have converted on that occasion. Mijovic at the top. Blitzarv's right up in her face here. Donald comes around the screen. Cunningham's open. Magdagor gives her a bit of space and can't convert on that occasion. Brancatisano now for Geelong.
Falcons yet to get on the scoring board.
And Magdagor down low on the block. Blitzarv's here. Akuzo gives her the screen. Pulls up from the mid-range. Too much space there for Sarah Blitzarv. She'll make that every day of the week.
Yeah, you can't go on there on that screen on Blitzarv, especially after she hitting the first three.
Yeah, certainly. Extremely dangerous player in this NBL 1 competition. Been keeping an eye on the Supercats social media channels. They've dubbed Blitzarv's, Magdagor and Akuzo the big three, and you can see why. I mean, a dominant force in this competition.
Falcons been getting some good looks, but just still haven't been able to convert the shot. As
Duck converts on the 3. Timeout Waverley, and the Geelong bench up and about. 10-0 to start this game. Waverley are yet to score.
it's a hot start from the Geelong Supercats.
Couple of 3-pointers as well for the Supercats. It's worrying signs for the Falcons. This was on paper going to be a tough matchup, and it's not off to a good start, so you can see why the early timeout has been called, Clark.
Yeah, especially when the Falcons couldn't convert their easy shots. Two tough misses already, and some wide open jump shots couldn't convert it either. Yeah,
0-5 from the field for Waverley. Kelly Bowen missed one she probably should have made. They've created some opportunities. Cunningham's had a couple of threes. They didn't drop, so perhaps not as bad as it looks on paper, but I'll tell you what, the Geelong Supercats are going to be hard to stop today.
Yeah, based on their starting performance of the game already. We'll see what play the Falcons thrown out after the timeout.
Yeah, they could really do with a bucket. Of course, Jazz Shelley not playing today for Geelong. So that's one key out for them. So just about ready to go here out of the timeout. Kelly Bowen to inbound for the Falcons. They've remained with their starting 5, no changes.
Yep.
Both teams staying with their starters. Donald once again. Brancatisano defending here at the point guard position. And here's Bygate. Akuzo right up in a grill once again. Seems to be a tactic of the bigs, and here they go. Magdagor's wide open.
That's a second steal by Izzy in the first quarter already. It's just good deny, good hands on defensive end.
Absolutely. It really helps when you've got two bigs in Magdagor, Akuzo, and Blitzarvs. You know, you can really get up in your grill and cause steals. It's a whole new dynamic.
Oh, almost another steal.
Fantastic defensive pressure there. What can they do out of this inbound play, Waverley? They need a bucket. Here's Mijovic. Pulls up. No good on that attempt, and comes off Bygate's knee by the looks, so Geelong will keep the ball.
That's a good inbound play by the Falcons, but Carly just still can't.
Just couldn't get it to go on that occasion, could she? It was the right play, you think. They'll let her shoot that any day of the week. Waverley is. Blitzarvs can't get it to go from the corner, but the long rebound sees Duck wide open. She thought about it. Magdagor into Akuzo. It's a good pass.
Falcons going to their 2-3 zone defense.
And it's just bounced out. They've kept the ball. Duck's 3 is no good, but another offensive rebound to Geelong.
Wow.
Drives baseline. Blitzarvs out to Magdagor. Thinks about the 3. Blitzarv pulls up. Just a bit short. And another offensive rebound to the Supercats.
Fourth possession.
What could she do here? Zatina Akuzo backs Bygate down. Lovely post move. Can't get it to go, though.
That's a solid defense by Bygate.
You can see the strength, though, as well from Zatina Akuzo backing her defender down there.
Exactly.
It's going to be hard to stop. Extremely athletic player. Of course, attended the Opals camp recently on the Gold Coast. I'm sure that would have been a fantastic experience for such a young player as Cunningham turns it over. Bit of a miscommunication there with Samantha Donald.
Yeah, Cunningham took a shot, but got defended well, trying to pass it away. But teammates just not there.
Seem a little bit rattled at the moment, don't they, the Falcons? They've had a couple not go down, and now the pressure's mounting as it's 12-0 to start this game.
Trying
Back
to go
to
to
Gore. Cunningham slammed the ball on the rebound there. Bit of frustration perhaps. Kelly Bowen from mid-range. Blitzarves comes up with the board. So another miss for Waverley. Magbegor. Oh, lovely drive there to the rim. It's hard to stop that without fouling, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Good thing he didn't end up as an N1.
Yeah. So a couple of changes here for the Falcons. Brianna Bishop coming in. Lock. Renee Moczewski all checking in. Bowen, Donald and Bygate all checking out. Cunningham and Miovic remain for the Falcons.
Yeah, it's really needed for the Falcons to shake up their lineup a bit to get some more offense going on.
So Magbegor misses on the first. %, 3 throw shooter so far in this season. And she makes the second.
13-0 game.
Blitzarves pressing right up on Brianna Bishop, and Duck as well coming in there. What's the call there from the referee? It's Geelong ball.
Wow.
They've caused another turnover. So I think the sisters replacing each other there for Geelong.
Falcons sticking with their 2-3 zone defense. See what the
Here's Rolf
Cats.
to Brancatizano.
Oh.
Finds Magbegor. She shoots the three. Bit short on that attempt as
That's what the Falcons want to see from the 2-3 zone on the Cats.
jump ball, is it? Cunningham can't believe it.
They reverse the call.
Still staying here with the Falcons, but Cunningham looks frustrated early on.
Yeah, with their starts.
One of the leaders, obviously, for this team, Cunningham, trying to get her team a bit more revved up as Blitzarves comes up with a steal on Miovic. Locke is hanging around. She slows her up. Good defense there, but wide open and can't get it to go on that occasion.
Falcons starting to dodge one more over there.
Need a bucket to the Waverley Falcons.
They
6.5
do.
minutes into this first quarter, yet to score.
See what kind of offense play Falcons run right now.
Mazitsky, jeez, nothing can drop at all for Waverley at the moment.
Those are some good opportunities right there. Just couldn't convert again.
Did well to find herself in the right position as once again Miovic on the inbound play and again can't get it to go. It created the opportunities for her, but it's just not dropping at the moment as Alex Duck, a long pass to Brancatizano. She drives left to Duck. Oh, and that's caught a foul on Renee Mazitsky.
Cats just breaking down a 2-3 zone defense, but keep driving and kicking and driving and kicking.
They're causing chaos at the moment for the Waverley defense, aren't they?
Yeah. They didn't stop the Cats with their man defense, neither with the zone defense.
As Duck converts on the first one. The captain, of course, for Geelong. So it's a 15-0 start here, and with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, Waverley is struggling
Wow.
to find a bucket. Cunningham, a long pass to Miovic, forcing the issue a bit. Miovic drives baseline, and it's a foul. She's drawn the foul on Rolf there, so she'll go to the line for two. Chance to get Waverley's first bucket of the game. It was a good pass there from Cunningham, really, to force the issue. They need a bit of intent about them at the moment, and Cunningham is giving them exactly that.
67% free throw shooter.
Makes
There
the
it
first.
is. There it is. First point on the board for the Falcons tonight.
As Miovic gets it to go, 2 of 2. And Brancatizano to Duck on the wing. Finds Magbegor cutting inside, and Brancatizano will shoot this. Off on that occasion, Cunningham's got the board. Here's Locke. Just mishandled it there, unfortunately, on the lay-in, but Mazitsky gets it to go. So the Falcons, 4 points, and all of a sudden they've come alive.
That's how you get rewarded by running the floor on the fast break.
Good double there, but Blitzarves in the corner, and she gets it to go. And that hurts for Waverley. They worked so hard for those 4 points. But Sarah Blitzarves is 7 points already for her in this game.
Yeah.
Once again, pressing up with the Supercats.
She's been failing in his first quarter. She's doing on the defensive side as well.
Bishop to Mijevic. She's hand in her face there, but Mazitsky comes up with another offensive rebound for 2 points. So now an 11-point margin.
Second chance points.
You feel that Blitzarves is doing a pretty good job defending Mijevic so far.
Yeah, exactly.
He's really taking those mid-ranges out.
Yeah, she's forcing Kelly to take some tough shots.
Absolutely. The last one, a great example of that is Rolfe is off, and Cunningham comes up with another rebound. Been active on the defensive glass so far. Brianna Bishop pulls up from mid-range, and it's good. 8-2 run for Waverley.
Getting back on the game.
It's been a good couple of minutes for the Falcons. They might close out this first quarter, Clark, and it could be game on. Blitzarves again from the same spot. This one short, though. Cunningham with the board. 1 minute on the clock. What can they do here? Need another bucket to Waverley. Mazitsky backing down a defender. The double comes, and Alex Duck comes up with a steal. Geelong's away here. Obstacle. Just keep it there. Branca Desano back to Duck. She'll shoot this one. Just does a bit of a dunny roll on the rim, and geez, aggressive pass from Mijevic nearly came off, but Duck managed to corral it for Geelong.
Yeah, should have just taken it slow down the court.
Taking chances, the Falcons at the moment. I don't mind it considering the spot they're in. I mean, a couple of those go your way, and all of a sudden the momentum could swing.
Exactly.
McBegor to Duck once again. She drives left, finds a wide open lane, but can't get it to go, and there's a foul call.
And now it's the Cats been missing their shots, like the Falcons do early in the first quarter.
Yeah, she probably should have made that layup, shouldn't she, Alex Duck? But it has been a foul call. She'll take a rest, will the Geelong captain. Been very instrumental so far.
It's going to be a baseline play.
So Van der Zag coming in for Renee Mazitsky. Her first minutes of the game today for Van der Zag. Into Akuzo. Giving her a little bit of trouble there as the Waverley defence. 12 seconds on the clock. Here's Blitzarves. Turns it over to Van der Zag. What can they do here, Waverley? And it's a foul there. So 7 seconds to go. Rolfe's been called for the foul.
They got more than enough time to orchestrate a good offensive play. Cut the lead down to possibly 7 or 6.
Branca Desano pushing right up here on Brianna Bishop. What can they do here? Bishop pulls up and just can't get it to drop. So that's the end of the first quarter, 17-8. The Falcons good in the last 3 minutes. Didn't score for the first 7, Clark.
Yeah, came back to life with a couple of second chances by Byget. 2 offensive rebounds and put back field goals. Bishop hit the mid-range as well. Cut the lead back to single digits heading to second quarter.
Sarah Blitzarves has been quite dominant so far for Geelong, as has Alex Duck. She's been in the thick of it. Leading scorers, I mean, we've got Blitzarves with 7, Alex Duck with 5, Ezzy McBegor with 3, and for the Falcons, Renee Mazitsky did some damage off the bench for 4, and Carly Ernst, of course, formerly Mijevic, married last month. Congratulations to Carly. And Brianna Bishop with 2 points as well. Tegan Cunningham's got 5. She's been good so far for Waverley, really forcing the issue, giving the team some energy when they needed it the most, I think. Yeah,
she's been securing the defensive rebound quite well in the first quarter, but the Falcons need to take their ball better. They've already had 8 turnovers in the first quarter alone compared to 2 from the Cats, so that's causing their losing the points right now. Yeah, it's a bit of a worry, isn't it? 8 turnovers already in the quarter. They definitely want to put an end to that. Of course, Geelong with 5 steals as well. Really impressed by the defense of their bigs, being able to defend the perimeter. It's a huge dynamic in this league especially. Yeah, it's just the active hand denying, securing the position down low, so important. The trio of Blitzarves, McBegor and Akuzo doing a really good job defending Ernst especially. Shutting her down. Just been forcing Carly taking some tough shots, long-range shots either. Yeah, she's had a couple of mid-ranges just haven't dropped for her as well as Ernst, as she's coming off the inbound play a few times. They've been setting her up nicely. So we're just about ready for the second quarter here. See if the Falcons sticks to their 2-3 zone defense, which has been effective in the second half of the first quarter.
So Waverley opting for Bishop, Locke, Bowen, Ernst and Van der Zag, while the Supercats have got the Branca Desano sisters in there, Blitzarves, Rolf and Akuzo. Plenty of stars here at the Waverley Basketball Stadium. It's a 9-point margin to start the second. Ernst has a go at the steal, nearly comes up with it. Akuzo's under a bit of pressure, finds Blitzarves again in the corner, and that's been her spot this game.
She's been heating up all game long.
Cannot give her much space, Sarah Blitzarves.
That's a good kick out by Akuzo, finding the wide open Blitzer at the corner.
Did really well to create that opportunity, did Akuzo. Here's Bishop on the wing. Turns it over to Blitzarves. Another turnover against Waverley. The Supercats come up with their 6th steal of the game as Brianna Bishop comes from nowhere. Stays with Geelong, but really good hustle play there from Bishop.
Yeah, it's a good comeback play. But Blitzarves being all over the court right now. Both ends of the court as well.
Yeah, she's certainly been the player of the game so far for Geelong. Very influential. There's, again, Akuzo down the lane. Good defense there from Ernst, but it's been a foul call. Looks like it's going to be on Van der Zag.
Yeah, looks like it. I think it's a push under the rim.
A bit disappointing there for Waverley. Looked like they came up with a stop, but it'll stay with Geelong. Out to Blitzarves again. Same spot she hit the 3 before. Here's Rolf. Blitzarves thought about it. Comes around the defender, but a good bit of help defense there from Van der Zag. Branca Desano. And it's off the leg of Kelly Bowen. Good D there from Waverley, but it'll stay with Geelong.
Really good defensive rotation by Falcons. Active hands, stopping the ball movement.
Yeah, it's encouraging signs, isn't it? I mean, I've given Blitzarves possibly a bit too much space. Not on that occasion, though. Great defense from Locke as the shot clock winds down.
Fantastic shot.
Kelly Bowen now on the wing to Van der Zag. And the 3 is fired away. No good on this occasion. Branca Desano with the board. Locke defending her. Here's Blitzarves again.
Ooh,
she's tried to get it in there to Akuzo, and she's copped maybe a hand in the eye. Looks a bit sore there, but it's come up with a Waverley ball.
It was a big shaky.
Locke drives strong left and draws the foul. Can't get it to go. She'll go to the line for 2. Strong drive to the bucket there.
Good aggressive play by Locke, recognizing there's missing one player on defensive side.
First team foul for Supercats. 2 free throws coming up for Nia Locke.
So Locke now at the line. Makes the first one. 75% from the line so far this season. Played really well against Melbourne a couple of weeks ago. Hit a few big 3s in that one. Really upping the intensity here are the Falcons. It's good to see. A bit of a change up. Branca Desano has missed the 3 again, and the Supercats all of a sudden, other than Blitzarves, have gone a little bit cold from 3.
Exactly, like the Falcons did in the first quarter.
Van der Zag forced to the baseline, but finds Bowen down the other end. That one's a bit short. Locke comes up with the offensive rebound. Well done to tip it to her teammate, but it's a turnover.
Another turnover, costly.
Might be double-digit turnovers already with 7 minutes left here in the second quarter. So Waverley need to clean up that part of their game. Branca Desano is wide open from 3. No good on that occasion.
Grab the defensive rebound though.
Bowen gets a hand in. Here's Locke. She's away. Should be an easy 2. And she gets it to go. So the Falcons cut it back to 8.
Good go-ahead pass by Carly.
And they've started the second quarter, Clark, playing some really good D, have the Falcons. And after the first 5 minutes, where it looked like it could be an absolute blowout, all of a sudden Waverley are right back in this, you'd think, as Blitzarves misses the mid-range jumper. Once again, Locke running to the races, and Bowen misses the easy 2. That's the second time this game she hasn't been able to convert, but Van der Zag gets it to go. Lovely work there. As back to a 6-point margin.
That's the second time you get rewarded by running the fast break, grabbing the offensive rebound and put it back.
Timeout Geelong. So this game all of a sudden has switched around, hasn't it?
Has it? The Cats suddenly gone cold. The whole team gone cold, couldn't make a shot.
Duncan and the Waverley coaching staff having a bit of a chat. Very interesting few minutes, Clark.
Both teams shooting 24% right now. So a low-scoring game.
Struggle to convert. Waverley are 5 of 15 from 2, 0 of 5 from 3. Supercats have hit 3 3-pointers. I believe all to, 2 to Sarah Blitzarves, 1 to Alex Duck, sorry. But 3 of 12 from beyond the arc. And you feel that they have struggled there, especially in this second quarter.
Yeah, that's why the Falcons still sticking to the 2-3 zone defense. It's been super effective against the Cats, especially in this second quarter.
And really pressing up as well in those last few minutes, getting in the grill of their Geelong opponents.
Yeah, they're moving the ball much better on the offensive side too.
10 turnovers for the Falcons so far. But they've also come up with 2 steals in the last couple of minutes and got a couple of fast break lay-ins as well because of it.
They've got the Easy back on the court.
So the big 3, if you like, is back in for the Supercats, looking to steady the ship for the visitors. Be an interesting couple of minutes, Clark. How will they respond, the Supercats?
Need to keep moving the ball well, and just keep being confident shooting those wide open mid-range and 3-pointers.
Frank Catizano to Akuzo. Drives hard to the rim. That's a tough lay-in attempt there, and she's been forced into a miss. Here comes Kelly Bowen.
Ooh.
And Blitzarves again gets the hand in. Yet another turnover.
That's great.
Steal number 8 for the Geelong Supercats. McBegor to Blitzarves. Can't get it to go on that occasion.
Another wide open miss by the Cats.
But as you said before, they'd be more than happy for them to continue taking them because they will drop eventually, won't they, for Sarah Blitzarves. Locke driving hard to the rim.
Ooh, offensive foul.
And it's a charge call on Locke. She looks a bit sore to get up.
That's a 50-50 call.
Just forcing the issue a little bit there, but she's been good off the bench, Locke, really getting the Falcons back into this game.
Yeah, I really like her aggressiveness this game so far. I keep driving to the basket, finding wide open teammates.
It's exactly what you need when you're under a bit of pressure, aren't you? Struggling to get a bucket. Blitzarves. Duncan pressing up on her. Here's Branka Dizano straight away into Magpagor. Lovely play there for the Supercats.
Smooth, easy turnaround jump shot by Izzy.
She's up to 3 points in the game now, is Izzy Magpagor. Of course, the number 12 draft pick to the Seattle Storm in the WNBA.
Exactly.
Exciting moment
Exciting.
For her and Australian basketball as a whole, as Carly Mevick cops a bit of a falcon there. Branka Dizano off to the races. Easy lay-in for 2.
The 11th turnover for the Falcons already.
Back out to a double-digit margin. Cunningham and Bygate getting set to check in for Waverley. Here's Duncan in the corner. That one short. Blitzarves comes up with the board. There's been a foul call. Looks like it'll be on Ernst.
Yeah, need to just get back on D after you missed that 3.
So Bowen checking out along with Duncan, and Donald will come in as well for Van der Zag and Locke. So back to their starting lineup now, the Falcons.
Yeah, trying to close the first half strong.
In fact, both teams now back to their starters as Alex Duck checks back in, the Geelong captain. Kuzo cutting to the rim, and she draws the foul, nearly gets the and one.
Oh, that was a pretty cross screen down in the pen by Izzy and Akuzo, freeing up Akuzo.
It was a lovely play, wasn't it? I mean, the twin towers down there, if you like, of Akuzo and Magbagor. You can do a lot of things with them if you're the Geelong coach.
Yeah, it caused a big miscommunication from the bigs from the Falcons.
.2 points per game and 8 rebounds so far this season for Akuzo. Of course, played with the Townsville Fire in the last WNBL season.
She's been big for the Cats on the offensive side. She's been like the anchor. Most possessions being gone through her and rely on her passing abilities.
I'm not quite across her contract situation at the moment in the WNBL, but you feel that if she's back there next year with the departure, of course, of Susie Bakovic, she could be in for a very big year, Clark, as Bygate comes around the pick and roll. Can't get it to go.
Another unnecessary foul after securing the defensive rebound.
Second personal on Bygate, and we're in the bonus here with 4.5 minutes remaining in the first half. The Super Cats will go to the line.
You don't want to commit those fouls, especially when you're down by 12 points.
It was really unnecessary, wasn't it? I mean, it's a bit of a frustration foul when you miss the lay-in.
Exactly.
Certainly an ill-advised foul. Especially, Clark, when you've got the Super Cats in the bonus with 4.5 minutes to go in the quarter.
And Easy's a fantastic free throw shooter, 80% on the season so far.
Yeah, no troubles for her there, 2 of 2. Hands it off to Bygate. Bit of movement here from the Waverley offense. Kelly Bowen drives hard to the rim, but the length of Ezzy Magbegor forces her into the miss. Well run fast break there from the Super Cats. Good team play.
Great pass by Blitzcaps. Recognizing this is still a 2-on-1 situation.
Turns it over again. Alex Duck now. Pass it to Branka Desano. Another well-run fast break, and that is yet another turnover. Turnover number 14.
Identical plays back to back.
Remarkably, 10 steals in the game for Geelong. We're not even at half-time yet.
14 turnovers. At least cost them 14 points on the other end.
So far, that's been the story of the game.
Exactly. Careless ball, careless passing. It's like early in the offense either.
Got to give some credit as well to the defensive pressure of the Geelong bigs. Just the size and length of some of their stars is really causing some troubles for Waverley.
Yeah, Falcons players need to do better job on securing their position. Down low, up on the elbows.
We saw Kelly Bowen before driving to the rim hard, and Magbegor just forced her into the miss. And you feel against a lot of other defenders in the NBL 1, she would have got that one to go, but simply the presence of Magbegor was too much on that occasion.
Yeah, her long arms and her size is just big trouble for every opponent's player. And Bowen's yet to get on the scoring board either. She's missed like 3 or 4 easy layups.
It's a very good point, Clark. I wasn't across that. Of course, Bowen, the Waverley captain, averages 18 points per game on the season, so really missing her impact at the moment.
Yeah. Keegan is scoreless so far too.
A couple of three-point attempts early for Cunningham. Played well, I thought, in the first quarter, but has been on the bench for much of the second. Resting up, Magbegor gambles on the steal. Nearly comes up with it. Here's Donald. The 3 ball is good.
That's the first 3 by the Falcons whole game.
As Clark is here putting up the 3 goggles right next to me.
Akuzo, good pass.
Magbegor from the top. Bit long, lovely offensive rebound from Akuzo. Works hard for that one. And
that's going to get her to the line again.
says a lot, doesn't it, when you've got 3 Waverley defenders all surrounding her there once she grabs down the rebound. Shows how dangerous she is.
Yeah, and it's hard to keep your hands up at down low, that close to the basket for sure, but you just got to try your best and not following them.
Bygate takes a rest and Ernst comes back in for Waverley. So ever since that time out where they put their starters back in Geelong, they've really retaken control of this contest, haven't they?
Yeah, the offense runs much more smoothly around Blitzcap, Easy, and Kuzo, the big 3. Those 3 had tremendous chemistry working together.
Yeah, they certainly do. As you pointed out earlier, a lot of nice cross-screen plays and the like. Back to a 17-point margin at the moment. Renee Mazitsky's checked back in. Here's Lisa Ewan, her first minutes of the game. Over to Cunningham at the top. She shoots it. Will be a 2, but she's missed it. Branka Desano running the fast break for Geelong. Here's Duck. Inside and comes off the rim. Would have come off on that occasion. Cunningham nearly had the numbers, and that's a wayward pass to Ernst. Right idea, but just off there.
She should have passed it earlier if she wanted to do it, because the defensive player already caught up with the Carly.
It's always going to be a tough pass to make. We're trying to thread the needle a bit there. Blitzards. Here's Magbegor. Drives hard left. Ewan gets a hand in, and Donald comes up with a steal. on McBegor. So Waverley coming the other way.
Didn't get the foul that time.
What can they do here? A couple of screens at the high post. Donald, lovely pass there to Mazitsky.
Great pass.
How's the vision there from Samantha Donald?
Through 2 players. Wow.
Alex Duck forces the issue, probably ill-advised as Waverley come up with another steal. Here's Cunningham. Good pass to Ewan. She can shoot it. Bit short on that occasion, so couldn't take advantage. That time could Waverley.
Falcons need to be able to convert on these turnovers from the Cats.
Akuzo, again a wide open 3. Looks like Waverley are willing to live and die by those 3-pointers from the Geelong Stars. Don't want to see them cutting to the rim.
Yeah, Cats are 3 of 15 from the threes this game.
Certainly Blitzarves is the one you want to cut off, but if McBegor is Ernst, that's a deep 3. Didn't drop on that occasion. McBegor came up with it.
I'm not quite sure if that's a shot the Falcons won from Carly.
Oh, good block there from Mazitsky on Blitzarves. Oh, and Blitzarves comes up with the steal. Cunningham's disappointed with herself there as Blitzarves gets it to go. She's up to 12 in the game.
Blitz has been the MVP so far of this game, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, she's been dominant, hasn't she?
Oh.
So, Renee Mazitsky now. Lisa Ewan on the wing. Here's Cunningham. Drives hard left and a big block there, but it's been caught a foul.
Ooh.
It's a tough ask, isn't it, driving to the rim amongst McBegor and Akuzo.
Yeah, it's like 2 tall walls in front of you.
You'd be a brave soul to take that on.
Going to the line for Tegan. See if she can get herself on the board first time this afternoon. .71% free throw figure before coming into this game.
Yet to score so far in this one is Cunningham as the first one drops. She's on the board. 1 minute remaining in this first half. It's a 16-point margin after a really good start to the quarter from Waverley. Geelong has retaken control here. Cunningham checks out. Locke comes back in for Waverley.
See if Falcons get a bucket or 2 before entering the first half. Cut the lead to 10 points maybe.
Alex Duck. Akuzo posting up. Ernst doing a good job of denying her. McBegor's at the top. Duck baseline to Branka Desano. She's wide open and makes them pay.
Finally, 3 drops for the Cats. I think that's his first since the later of the first quarter.
Alex Duck. Lovely bit of creation there to Branka Desano, but it's another turnover, unfortunately, for Waverley. So Geelong, fantastic on the defensive end, and Akuzo's got a mismatch there, takes advantage. Not a lot Lisa Ewan can do there.
It's a play by Blitzcraft. First, she got her hand in on the drive from Carly and then made a grab. Great decision pass down to Akuzo for an easy layup.
And the Supercats have made Waverley play here. It's out to a 20-point margin as that 3 was way off, and McBegor was nearly about to make it 22, but turns it over to Alex Duck, so 0.1 on the clock. It's going to be a 20-point margin going into half-time. Disappointing for Waverley. They look like they were going to make a game out of it at the start of the second, but it'll be hard from here. Half-time here at Waverley Basketball Stadium, 41-21. The Supercats' way. Some of the leading scorers in this game. Blitzarves with 12. She's been dominant so far, Clark. Probably the player of the game so far.
Not probably, definitely the player of the game so far. 12 points, 7 boards, 4 assists. I think 2 or 3 steals already, and just his presence on the court. Defensive pressure, and then the pass decision she made.
She's really done it on both ends. You make a great point. Forced the Falcons into steals, and that's the other story, isn't it? I mean, 17 turnovers in a half for Waverley. Geelong have 12 steals. That is remarkable.
It is remarkable, and also like 11 assists from the Cats, moving the ball so much better, creating much more open shots than the Falcons. Even though both teams not shooting well from the field goals.
And none of the Waverley Stars have really got going on the offensive end. I mean, the leading scorers for Waverley, Mazitsky with 6, Locke with 4, Donald with 3. But Cunningham and Bowen and Ernst just haven't been able to get it going as of yet, have they?
Yeah, the bench been carrying the Waverley so far in this game in the first half.
If they're to make a game of it in the second half, you feel that those three really need a lift on the offensive end. They've had a couple of good looks, but just haven't got it to drop yet at this stage.
Yeah, I feel like the Falcons should be more patient on the offensive side and stop taking those pressured forward shots early in the shot clock.
Well, we've got 8.5 minutes here left in the half-time break. We'll be back in 5 minutes or so to give you the second half here of the Geelong Supercats and Waverley Falcons. Round 5 NBL 1 action. We're back here for the second half at Waverley Basketball Stadium. The Geelong Super Cats playing the Waverley Falcons. My name is Liam Ellison. I'm joined by Clark Cool.
What's up, everyone?
20-point margin here as the clock winds down for the start of the second half. The Super Cats looking dominant in the first. Can the Falcons respond here in the third quarter? Some of their stars struggling to find a bucket so far in this one. Carly Ernst only with 2 points. Bowen yet to hit the scoreboard, and Tegan Cunningham with 2 points herself. So that's a big reason why they're down by 20 at this stage. Meanwhile, the stars of Geelong, Sarah Blitzarves has been the best player on the court by a fair stretch at this stage.
She has been.
Bowen comes around a couple of screens, but comes off her knee and turns it over. Fortunate mishandle there. Here's Alex Duck for the Super Cats. Finds a Kuzo inside and misses, but Magbegor comes up with the offensive rebound. Here's Blitzarves. Keep possession to the Super Cats after what I thought was going to be an easy two for a Kuzo, and Renee Mazitsky working hard in there to come up with a defensive play, and it'll be Waverley ball.
It was a great defensive rebound.
She had a Kuzo on her before and managed to force her into a miss, so that is no small task.
Wasn't a good start from the Falcons for second half with the turnover. See what they can do over here.
Bowen again. Lock in the corner.
Interesting they're starting Lock in the second half.
Bit of a spark plug off the bench is Mazitsky. What a great move there on Magbegor.
Renee Juon.
Turned it over. Have the Super Cats. Gave the score bench a fright a bit with that one.
How about the dream shake?
The step through was wonderful, wasn't it?
Yeah, the double fake. Shoulder fake and then the pump fake. Pretty move.
Good start to the second half for the Waverley Falcons. Renee Mazitsky right in the thick of it so far on both ends of the floor as well. Donald tries to give it to Mazitsky and does. Double there. Donald can shoot this from the corner. That's short though. Mazitsky again. And she's drawn the foul.
Good second effort by Mazitsky.
Making things happen at the moment for the Waverley Falcons is Renee Mazitsky. 67% from the free throw line so far this year. Putting up some pretty good numbers as well for Waverley. 8.4 points and just over 7 rebounds per game.
She's had 8 points already in the game.
First one doesn't go.
She's the leading scorer for the Waverley right now.
Yeah, 8 points in the game.
Nice.
Make that 9. So 17-point margin now is Lock putting pressure on
Full court pressure
the
from
Geelong
the
ball
Waverley.
carriers. No one else really helping her there is Magbegor. And one.
Bowen had her hands down. It's tough to cover the big three from the Cats with this Falcon smaller lineup, with Bowen playing the 4 right now.
Yeah, there's certainly a hard matchup for any team, but just those 3 stars for Geelong. Need some serious size to be able to deal with them.
Yeah, Kuzo almost had another offensive rebound off the miss. See if the Falcons. Oh,
Donald finds a lane to the hoop and draws the foul. Just sold Branka Desano there. Found
fast
it open.
first step. Super fast first step. See if the Falcons can use their speed to beat the size disadvantage.
Donald makes the first. She's up to 4 in the game now for Samantha Donald. As the second one can't get it to go. Gone 1 of 2 on 2 occasions here, as that was a wayward pass in transition. Alex Duck and Blitzarves got a bit confused there. It'll be Waverley ball. Donald. Lovely pass inside to Locke. Good cut to the rim. And she's pumped Samantha Donald.
Pretty backdoor carve from Locke. Good read by Donald.
Duck to McBegor. Drives inside. Back out to Duck, and she's wide open. It's an air ball.
Wow.
For Alex Duck. Unusual for the Geelong captain.
But Waverley need to do better on the defensive side. Better than that last possession. That was a wide open shot.
Got out of jail, didn't they, really? Mazetsky again. Oh, big block there from McBegor. What's the call here from the referee?
Out of bounds.
Stay with Waverley, but...
Big block.
Yeah. McBegor. Big-time defensive presence. One of the leading blockers in the league. Carly Ernst now. Blitzarv's right up in her face. Oh, shoots it. Jeez.
Carly's been taking those early, long three-pointers this game, but hasn't been able to hit any of them.
Certainly can get hot, though, from beyond the arc. We saw last week she hit a couple of threes with the defender right in her face, so I think they won't be too disappointed with her taking that as McBegor on the baseline drive. And it's a charging call.
Wow.
Samantha Donald's drawn that on McBegor.
Good defensive rotation from Donald.
Smart play there from the Waverley point guard. Looked like an easy two for McBegor. So 16-point margin now. Timeout on the floor. Bit of a slow start for Geelong in this second half. They'll go and talk things over.
Yeah, they have 3 turnovers starting in the second half already right now.
That was the story of the first half, wasn't it? Obviously, 18 turnovers Waverley's on, but all of a sudden Geelong's got 11 themselves. So both teams now struggling to look after the ball.
Yeah, the Cats are catching up on the turnovers numbers.
Some good plays from Waverley. Mazetsky was good there to start the quarter. She's up to 9 points, the leading scorer for Waverley, and Samantha Donald as well with a couple of nice assists. Ernst and Cunningham have 6 rebounds apiece. Meanwhile, Blitzarv still remains the leading scorer in the contest. 12 points and 7 rebounds. Also 4 assists for Sarah Blitzarv. She's doing it all this afternoon.
It has been phenomenal in this game so far.
11 assists in the game to the Supercats. Only 4 to Waverley. Geelong have certainly been making it happen in the fast break situations.
Yeah, I think Carly needs to make better shot decision on the offense side for sure. Waverley shooting 1 of 12 from behind the arc right now. Maybe make a couple extra passes, keep the ball moving.
Yeah, certainly Ernst can get hot in a hurry as well, so interesting to see how this plays out for her the rest of the game. Hasn't had much of an offensive impact so far. Here she is on cue in the corner. Can't get it to go on that occasion.
Still kind of going in.
Duck to send it the other way. Blitzarv's on the wing into McBegor. They double her. Blitzarv's is met at the top by Locke. Brancatizano lets it fly. That one's good. Too much space there, for Brancatizano. And that 2-3 zone you were talking about earlier on that occasion was...
The Cats going in 3-2 zone right now instead of 2-3 zone. Wow. It's the first shot of the game. Bowen getting on the board with tough bank shot.
Kelly Bowen with her first bucket of the game, the leading scorer, or equal leading scorer for the Falcons for the season, is back-to-back buckets for Brancatizano. Another 3-pointer.
It's a smart trend from the Cats' defensive side because Falcons lacking in size right now, and they're relying on their outside shooting. So the Cats go with the 3-2 zone, which can defend better on the outside.
Good passing there to Mazetsky. Donald finds herself wide open. Well done there from the Waverley offense.
Miscommunication from the Cats side on the defensive side. Just beautiful interior pass.
Donald and Mazetsky have been really damaging so far in this third quarter for Waverley. Here's Blitzarv's. Speaking of damaging players, straight away McBegor to Akuzo. She gets it to go. Wanted the foul call, didn't get it. Couple of Waverley defenders on the floor there.
Snipers in the house.
20-point margin here. at Waverley Basketball Stadium. Blitzar's pressing up on Donald, gives it to Ernst. She's open, goes the floater, and it's good.
That's a shot she should take. 15 footers.
To drop, didn't she, Ernst? She's up to 4 in the game.
Let's see which team's zone defense is better and more effective.
Alex Duck to Frankie Desano. Here's Blitzarves. Once again, the bigs facilitating the offense as Blitzarves lets it fly. Another three-pointer for Sarah Blitzarves. Leading scorer in the game, 15 points for her.
She's been unstoppable.
The handoff to Locke. Here's Kelly Bowen. Drives hard to the rim on Akuzo. She comes up with the block and the steal.
Great one-on-one defense by Akuzo.
Did well to stop Kelly Bowen there. Opts to hold it up, just Bowen. Had Mazitsky and Locke ahead. And Donald does force the issue. Mazitsky's got a one-on-one with Alex Duck and can't take advantage. You feel like that was the right move to force it to the mismatch, but on that occasion, couldn't get it to go. Alex Duck now for Geelong, drives baseline, finds Blitzarves in the corner. No, she doesn't. It's off the foot of the Waverley defender. Michaela Miller checking in for the first time this afternoon for Samantha Donald. Cunningham as well checking in for Kelly Bowen. And you'd have to think, Clark, that a big reason why the Waverley Bigs have struggled on the scoreboard, you know, Bowen and Ernst and the likes, is the defensive capabilities of the Geelong Bigs.
Absolutely.
Really shut them down, haven't they?
Absolutely, and all three of them can switch all on screens.
Yeah, come out to the perimeter, defend there, 4 steals. As the mid-range is good for Rolf.
Great ball movement.
23-point margin now, biggest of the game for the Geelong Supercats. It's starting to blow out now with 3.5 minutes here in the third quarter. Locke, lovely take to the rim, good drive.
Good handoff ball fake by Locke.
Quick drive to the bucket, wasn't it? McBegor, the screen. Blitzarves shoots it with Locke right there, and it's good.
Wow.
Another three-pointer for Sarah Blitzarves.
She is feeling it the whole game.
On fire from beyond the arc at the moment.
18 points already.
Already above her season average of 16.1. Could be a big afternoon for Sarah Blitzarves as Alex Duck just worries Locke out of it there. Comes up with this deal. Good pass there from Sarah Blitzarves, but Alex Duck can't convert. And another offensive rebound for Geelong. Had a couple of goes at it, and it stays here as Blitzarves too much space there. Doesn't make him pay on that occasion. Bit of a breakdown there from the Falcons.
Yeah, catch is too big right now. Even with Akuzo on the bench, still have easy Blitzcalf.
Cunningham to Locke.
Ooh.
Got a bit lost there. Did Locke as Alex Duck corrals it for Geelong. Turnover number 20 in the game for the Waverley Falcons. Really struggling to look after the ball. Here's Blitzarves to Rolf. Cross-court pass to Duck. She finds a lane to the bucket. Nearly turns it over and does. Here's Michaela Miller. Got Locke ahead. Gives it to her. McBegor trailing. And might have been worried out of it there, Locke, but Renee Mazitsky cleans it up. She's into double digits for the Falcons.
She runs the floor hard. Love it.
Certainly been really good in this third quarter for Waverley as Rolf with turnaround Jay and another offensive rebound for McBegor. Here's Branka Desano into Rolf.
Waverley players look
finds
exhausted.
Blitzarves. Another bucket for Sarah Blitzarves. She's up to 20.
Waverley players look exhausted on the defensive side.
And you would be trying to defend Sarah Blitzarves at the moment. She's been everywhere, on fire. So hard to stop her when she can score from any area of the floor. As Cunningham from mid-range gets it to go.
First jump shot of the game. There it is.
So, just over a minute to go here in this third period. It's a 22-point margin. McBegor to Blitzarves, and again she lets it fly, and that one's in.
Wow. Her third three in this quarter alone.
23 in the game. I believe that's her 6th three-pointer already for Sarah Blitzarves.
She's been shooting lights out.
Our position here in the commentary box, we could see that one was online from the moment it left her hand as Cunningham lets it go. The mid-ranger is good.
Starting to heat it up.
Back-to-back buckets for Tegan Cunningham. Make beg all the screen. Here's Duck. Blitzarv's in the corner. What can she do here? She's been on fire so far. 23 in the game. Finds Rolf with the open lane, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Waverley's zone defense being broken down so easily by all the good ball movements from the Cats.
Yeah, far too wide open on that occasion, wasn't it, for Rolf? A couple of substitutions here for the Super Cats. Georgia Varley checks in for Geelong. Brianna Bishop and Van der Zag back in for Waverley here. Van der Zag often provides some really high energy minutes off the bench, and with 20 seconds remaining in this quarter, they're going to need a 25-point margin. Cunningham again pulls up. That one's too strong. But Bygate comes in and worried out of it. Good effort to crash the glass. 7 seconds on the clock. Here's Duck. Varley. And it's long. So that'll do it for the third period as Cunningham struggles to keep it in, but it won't matter. 41-66. The Super Cats lead here at the end of 3. They've been dominant, the Geelong Super Cats. Third on the table at the moment with a 5-1 record. Sarah Blitzarv's Clark. She's been the star so far.
She has been this MVP of this game. Draining threes, making best pass decisions, active defense on the defensive side, good denying, couple steals.
23 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists in this game for Sarah Blitzarv's. A few steals as well to go along with it. It's often a bit of a cliche, Clark, to say a player's been doing it from everywhere, but she really has been defending the perimeter nicely, hitting 6 threes in the game, and also driving to the rim well as well. Sarah Blitzarv's the star here. Mag Begor with 9 herself. Franca Desano, Isabella, has 12 points in the game, and Akuzo's been active with 4 assists. She has 7 to her name. The leading scorers for Waverley, Renee Mazitsky with 11, Locke with 8, and Samantha Donald with 6. So
none of them are starters.
Yeah, Samantha Donald there, the leading scorer out of the starters.
Yeah.
Renee Mazitsky played really well in that third quarter, I thought.
Yeah.
Cunningham with a couple of back-to-back buckets. She's got 8 rebounds, but has been a bit of a tough afternoon for her.
Yeah, she's been hitting up just a little bit too late in the game, maybe.
So 30 seconds remaining before we get the fourth quarter underway. Ebony Rolf and Zatina Akuzo holding down the middle.
Looks like both teams putting up more of their bench players in the fourth quarter right now, especially the Cats.
Well, this game keeps going the way it is at the moment, Clark. We could see the bench is clear, but it's a 25-point margin. Can the Falcons put at least a bit of pressure on Geelong as Cunningham gets off to a good start? Bishop right up in the grill. Frank Cadizano. Here's Akuzo. Cunningham goes to the double, but Akuzo gets the job done on the low block.
It's just too big. It's too big for her.
Good move there from Akuzo. Here's Van der Zag now. The mid-range.
Oh, good read.
No good on that occasion. Bracketazano got a bit lost there, but Van der Zag couldn't quite convert. Georgia Varley looking to help out Akuzo. Bracketazano now. Cunningham right up in her grill here. Rolf, the shot clock's winding down. She's got to shoot it, and it's good. End of the shot clock, 3 drops for Ebony Rolf.
That's the most frustrating thing on the basketball court.
And it's a 30-point margin now, Clark. The Falcons did everything there to try force the Super Cats into a miss, but once again, the 3 dropped. Here's Bygate, long 2, and Cunningham comes up with a board. That's her 9th of the game.
Ooh.
Nice little round the back move there from Bishop. Bygate's wide open and can't make him pay this time. What will the referees call here? It's going to go the way of the Supercats. So Bygate the last to it there. Lovely screen there from Rolf. Caught Bishop unawares. Nearly thread the needle there to Rolf, but Vendezak gets a hand in. It'll stay with the Supercats.
It was almost another easy, wide open layup down the rim from the Cats.
Lisa Ewan checking back into the game for Michaela Miller.
Number 22, Michaela Miller.
Inbounds to Akuzo. She's got Bishop on her. Bit of a mismatch, but does well to keep her fair distance from the rim. Comes up with the miss.
Yeah, I like to see her take one or two more dribble closer to the rim and take a shot.
Bishop wide open from the mid-range. Akuzo, a big board there. Cunningham had front position, but Akuzo just crashed in to grab that one. Fifth rebound of the game for us, Tina Akuzo. Brancatizano gets it to go from the corner. Yet another three-pointer for the Geelong Supercats. That is their 11th three of the game. 42% they're shooting from beyond the arc.
Wow. Impressive shooting.
Bygate with some space on the wing. Got Vandezag for the mid-range. No good on that occasion. And the margin continues to climb here at Waverley Basketball Stadium. Here's Akuzo, a little bit of a loose handle there, and it'll be a jump ball.
Falcons yet to make a field goal in the fourth quarter.
Sam Duncan coming back into the game for Waverley. Hasn't checked in since the second quarter. Cunningham takes a rest. Bit of a frustrating afternoon for Cunningham. She's certainly made an impact on the game, but just hasn't had too many of her shots drop as Brianna Bishop. Pretty poor turnover there. So Geelong the other way. Georgia Varley into Rolf. And wow, with Bishop there right in her face, lets it go, uses the height advantage. And they're all smiles there on the Geelong Supercats bench.
They're just having their way all over the court, doing whatever they want.
Bishop to Ewan. To Vandezag. Geez, wayward pass there. And can really feel it's starting to break down a bit now for the Falcons, isn't it? Frustrations are mounting.
Yeah, definitely frustrations coming. Miscommunication.
Bishop checks out. In comes Samantha Donald for Waverley.
Interesting sub. They put Donald back on the court.
So nearly halfway through the final quarter, and the Falcons only have 41 points to their name, Clark. Doesn't read too well at the moment for Waverley. Meanwhile, the Geelong Supercats looking like they're about to go to a 6-1 record. Clearly, oh, it's a Tina Akuzo. What an and one fade away there.
Took the contact. Turn around mid-range jumper. Soft touched.
Lovely finish there from Akuzo. She'll go to the line for one more.
12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. All-around game.
Just get a bit of an insight to the size of her hands there. Just palming the ball for that free throw.
Yeah.
Real athlete for the Supercats. Lisa Ewan from the top. That one drops for Waverley.
Only the second three-pointer of the whole game for Waverley.
1 of 15 from beyond the arc. They're shooting 13% from three, the Falcons. So it'll stay with Geelong here. 6 minutes to go in this fourth period. Here's Akuzo. Donald offers the double. Oh, lovely pass there to Georgia Varley. Just drew a heap of attention there to Akuzo and took advantage.
Great cut by Valley as well, recognizing Akuzo being double-teamed.
Playing really well these last few minutes is Akuzo, obviously with Blitzarves and McBegor on the bench, and you think their day is probably done at this stage.
Yeah, I think so.
It's nearly a 40-point margin at this stage. Here's Donald driving hard to the rim, draws the foul.
Ooh.
She's worked hard today, Samantha Donald.
She has. And then if those driving to layout can come earlier in the game. Oh, Easy's back.
So she's back in the game as Ezzy Magbegor. So Tina Rakuzo checks out. Had a couple of influential minutes there. No good on the second one for Samantha Donald. So it's been a tough afternoon for the Falcons, Clark. It's Supercats are one of the barometers of this NBL 1 league as Magbegor can't get it to go on the layup.
Yeah, the Falcons definitely have some homework to do after this game on both ends of the side.
Obviously one of the teams to beat the Geelong Supercats, and Waverley found out about it this afternoon. Such a strong inside presence with their big three, the Supercats. Branka Desano to Rolf. She's wide open at the top. No good. Ewan comes up with the board. So, yeah, a lot to think about. I mean, they'll drop to 1-5 now, the Falcons. It's a tough spot. I mean, we spoke about at the start of the broadcast that they've lost 4 games by a total of just 12 points, Clark. So a lot of these games could have gone either way for the Falcons, but unfortunately, they haven't. And here they are sitting down the barrel of a 1-5 record.
Yeah, just simply being outplayed by the Cats today. Not taking care of the ball as well, not shooting as well.
And that's been the disappointing bit, really. I think, you know, the Supercats are a dominant side. Obviously, we've spoken a lot about their big three, but 22 turnovers for Waverley. And I'll give them credit. In the second half, they have been a lot better with the ball. I believe they had 17 turnovers at the half, so only 5 from them. But that's just not good enough. You have to at least look after the ball, don't you?
Yeah, definitely, because turnovers mean extra possession for the opponents, and especially with the big players on the opponent's team, and extra possession might lead to 2 or 3 more offensive rebounds.
There's been a lot of fast break opportunities as well, just easy twos with turnovers at the top and uncontested lay-in, so that hurts. Sarah Belitzar's back in the game, and not on that occasion. And there's a foul here, I believe, on Branka Desano, so it'll be Waverley ball.
And now the Cats are missing some easy shots when they're leading by much.
I'm a little surprised they've actually brought Blitzarves and Magbegor back into the contest at this stage. I mean, 36-point margin. Here's Ernst. She's checked back in. Haven't seen much of her in this 4th period. She backs down Blitzarves, fades away, and nearly bounces in, but Magbegor corrals it for the Supercats, and she handles the ball herself. Here's Varley cutting to the rim. No good. Ernst taps it out. Will stay with Geelong.
I thought that shot Carly should have taken more in the first half. She's getting the ball down low at the paint, work her way through in.
She's certainly had a tough afternoon. It's not much rest for the Waverley Bigs when you've got Blitzarves, Magbegor, and Akuzo. There's no, at any one time, one of those players will be out on the floor. Very tough to score on those 3. Time out on the floor, just under 4 minutes remaining in this one. We'll be here, of course, for the second game of this afternoon's doubleheader, the Waverley men and the Geelong men. Set to tip at about 2:30.
Carly's 1 of 7 this afternoon. 1 of 4 from 3-point line. 1 of 4 from 2-point line.
Has been a tough afternoon for Carly Ernst. 12% from the field, her box score reads at the moment, 1 of 8.
Yeah, both Carly and Bowen, they're both shooting 1 of 8.
So the 5 for Waverley, we've got Donald, Ewan, Duncan, Mazitsky, and Ernst. For Geelong, we've got Alex Duck, Magbegor, Sarah Blitzarves, and a couple of Supercats have checked in for the first time. A few youngsters. Ali Knights checks into the game for the first time. And Carly Ramos as well. Here's Magbegor on the wing. Taking the opportunity are the Supercats to get some time into their youngsters. Ali Knights, lovely pass into Blitzarves and can't get it to go on that occasion. Here's Magbegor. Meets the brick wall of Ernst. The Knights is wide open for her first points. Nearly bounces in. Here's Ramos with the offensive rebound.
Almost smallest player on the court get offensive rebound.
Gets it out to McBegor. Knights takes the lane. Got Ernst there. Finds a cutting Ramos. Duck. Shot clock winding down. Got to shoot it. Well done, Waverley, to come up with the stop there. Shot clock violation. The Falcons will take it. And the Falcons have emptied their bench as well, so both teams getting their bench players some minutes with 3 minutes remaining in this one. Ernst at the top. Blitzarves once again relentless in defending here. Here's Duncan.
Ooh,
Pulls up from mid-range, bit short. Blitzarves corrals. And Ramos now to Duck. Thought about it, did McBegor. Mazitsky tries to take the charge by the looks, and Ramos pulls up from mid-range. That one's good. First points of the game for Carly Ramos off Geelong Super Catch bench. Mazitsky. Donald on the wing finds Ernst. What can she do here? She struggled this afternoon, fading away on Blitzar. Draws the foul. Chance to go to the line for two. Smothering defense there from Blitzarves, but a bit of contact there will send Ernst to the line. So Bishop checking in for Donald. As Ernst gets it to go. Donald's been pretty good this afternoon in a tough game for Waverley.
Yeah, just play hard, both sides of the court. Tough drives to the basket as well.
7 points to her name for Samantha Donald. Carly Ernst goes 2 of 2. Here's Blitzarves to Knights. The youngster comes around the screen from McBegor to Ramos.
Good D.
Blitzarves wants the corner. Dribbles into a wide open three. Can't get it to go. Clearly very comfortable from the corner three position is Sarah Blitzarves. Hit about 4 of them tonight, I reckon.
Yeah. You're just shooting without any hesitation right now.
Mazitsky.
Good take.
McBegor gives her that one and she makes her pay.
She's been the best player on the Waverley team today.
Yeah, certainly couldn't argue with that. Up to 13 points for Renee Mazitsky. Very impactful for the Falcons team as Ewan worries Blitzarves out of it. She's a little bit frustrated with the no call there, but be Waverley ball. Blitzarves will check out now. Judge of Georgia Barley, sorry, will come in.
I think her night is done.
Ezzy McBegor remains out on the floor for the Supercats, but other than that, I've got a lineup full of guards by the looks. Ramos, Knights, Varley and Duck all out there for Geelong. Here's Duncan for Waverley. Inside to
Mismatch.
Mazitsky and tries to take her on the post, but Alex Duck comes up with a stop. Here she comes the other way now. Bishop gets a hand in, Knights corrals it. Ramos at the top, Tavali on the wing. Shot clock winding down, 8 remaining there. Ducks mishandled here, they're going to have to shoot it. McBegor in the face of Duncan. And Knights nearly comes up with the board, but Ernst grabs it for Waverley. Here's Lisa Ewan, 45 seconds remaining on the clock. Been a tough afternoon for the Falcons. Carly Ernst
First three.
gets it to go on the 3. Be bittersweet for Carly Ernst. She struggled a little bit on the offensive end tonight, but
Yeah.
9 points to her name now.
Came a little late, but
Dominant performance from the Geelong Supercats. Continue to stamp their authority in this NBL 1 competition as one of the title contenders by the looks as Knights turns it over. Ooh, one last possession remaining now. Ewan forces the issue to Bishop. Lovely pass there.
great
Fine.
pass.
Bishop for the reverse lay-in. So they're going to dribble it out here, the Supercats, and It's going to be a 29-point margin, Clark. The Geelong Supercats getting the job done. Sarah Blitzarv's dominant with 23 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists. Full-time, Geelong Supercats improved to a 6-1 record. The Falcons dropped to 1-5. Really impressive performance from the visitors, wasn't it?
Yeah, you can certainly tell they are one of the top contenders of the season just by the way they take care of the ball, the way they execute their offense. They know their strength, their big three, and then they just run everything through them. And also on the defensive side as well, Wizcavs, Izzy, and Kuzo.
Yeah, really good tonight on the defensive end. 22 turnovers the Falcons finished with, but really the story is there was 17 at the half. The Supercats, meanwhile, actually finished with 16 turnovers. So Waverley a little bit better defensively in the second half, but it was a tough game for them. I mean, the stars of Ernst and Cunningham and Bowen all really struggled, and you'd have to say that was really largely thanks to the work defensively of the Geelong Big Three.
Yeah, I would like to see the Falcons take their ball to the basket more for the next few games. Not shooting so well behind the arc. It's game 3 of 16 only, and 20 of 62 for the whole field goal of the game. So yeah, not a good shooting day for the Falcons.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll be back here in around 15 minutes, I believe, Clark, for the second game of the doubleheader, the Waverley men and the Geelong men. Going to be a really interesting game. Both teams with similar records. Waverley at the moment sitting in 3rd position on the NBL 1 ladder with a 3-2 record, while the Supercats are in 9th with a 3-3 record. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Same here. Excited.
I hope you all enjoyed that broadcast here. Geelong prevailing in a really dominant 29-point win. My name is Liam Ellison. On my right is Clark Cool. We'll be back in about 15 minutes.